I'm Zoe Halley, and today I'm going to teach you how to channel your inner Sugarplum Fairy. Let's get into it!
Here I'm going to start with my Fenty lip gloss in Glass Slipper. This is a Sublimage primer by Chanel. It's their highest level of skincare, and this primer does not disappoint. The price point is extremely high, but the product is extremely amazing. Here I'm also using my new obsession lately, which is the Essential Balm Stick by Chanel in Sculpting. Next, I'm going to be using my favorite YSL primer. This is Touche Eclat Blur Primer, and it gives an absolute smoothness to any skin that has texture or pores or any fine lines. Once my skin is primed, I go ahead and mix this Chanel water-based foundation called Le Beige in medium light with Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Finish Foundation in 1 Neutral. A few drops of each on a palette, and breaking the beads first allows for this product to wear like glass and look absolutely perfect on the skin surface. Here I am dispersing the product quickly and on the surface. Then I will come along after and set it with e.l.f. setting powder. I will finish my concealer at the end so I avoid powder on those areas. This is Giorgio Armani's eye tint in Smoke 24. It's a beautiful matte color, and it's going to act as a complete base to hold my eyeshadow on my eyelid, also creating a smooth base for that to happen. Next, I'm using a little bit of the concealer to just clean up underneath my eyebrow. This is YSL's new All Hours Concealer in LC1 mixed with Charlotte Tilbury's concealer in 4.5 Fair. This step really helps to define the eyebrow and make it appear even more lifted. Blend the concealer up and out and don't go into the crease. Here we're going to be using the Contour Color Clutch by YSL. This palette is absolutely stunning and is really giving Sugarplum Fairy vibes. Here I'm adding one of the pink shades to my eyelid. Then I'm going to take this incredible palette by Flower Nose. It's an ice cream latte palette. This color and pigment is so strong and powerful, it's absolutely shocking. This was a limited edition NYX palette. This color is called Stone Circle. I'm going to use it softly, blending it along the side of my eye into the crease and on the inner part of my eye. Leaving some breathing room in the center, I'm going to apply this matte light pink color called Shell Shook, and this palette's by Morphe. Here I'm going to curl my eyelashes and follow with a blue Giorgio Armani eyeliner that has been discontinued, but my goodness, is it stunning. I'll be using it to the last drop until they create something new. Here I have skipped this step of using eyelash primer. My favorite eyelash primer is by Dior, but I won't need it this time because I'm going to be applying some very amazing eyelashes later. A simple coat or two of this Essence mascara in Sculpted Volume will provide a nice shelf for the lashes to sit upon. And now it's time for concealer. Using the same combination as mentioned, I'm going to make sure that my under eye is completely clear of any fall down first before this step. Then I'm going to go in the inner corner of my eye and then stretch the product outward until it's blended and looks soft and lifted. I first started seeing this technique done by Charlotte Tilbury, and I was truly amazed considering how deliberate concealer can truly change the look and structure of your face. After I've finished blending, I'm going to set the under eye concealer with the e.l.f. HD setting powder with a nice light fluffy brush, then brush through your eyebrows and start to detail with the concealer once more, perfecting your eye makeup and creating perfect symmetry. You will want to set the concealer afterwards with the same e.l.f. powder. This is Charlotte Tilbury's Bronze and Glow palette. just adding a halo of the bronze color to create a very soft and blended effect. And now for some contouring with the Sophisticate Charlotte Tilbury's eyeshadow quad. I've almost completely used this. I just love how the brown is not too red and provides a nice defined natural shadow. Keep blending until you've reached your desired look. Symmetry is the most important, so skipping over the area and doing it quickly and then going back in to deepen some areas is going to help you here. And once again, I'm using Charlotte Tilbury's Bronze and Glow palette to sculpt my cheekbones in an upward effect. This step will also help to warm my complexion and provide some structure and sculpting. No matter what I do, I'm always combating some type of a blemish, so I find going over my complexion with this, it will help to blur the skin and make everything look cohesive. Brushing my brow hairs once again and preparing them for the brow step. Here I'm using Revlon Micro Brow in dark brown in 456, and I'm going to begin by drawing individual hairs upward in little lines beginning at the front and working my way to structure the whole body of the brow. Little light strokes, filling it in quickly. Drawing the lines in the direction the natural hair grows will create the most natural effect. As a professional makeup artist, I always recommend to my clients to draw the lines first and then draw along the top of your eyebrow, opposed to drawing underneath first. This will definitely ensure that we create that eye lift effect instead of pulling our eye down. I just loved this Glamnetic packaging, so I keep my eyelashes in it even though these are regular strip eyelashes. Here I'm using Duo's eyelash glue with a brush to apply a thin layer of the glue to the lash strip, holding the lash in the curvature of my finger as to not disrupt its delicate shape. I place a little more glue on the ends and then tilt my head back, looking in a mirror, anchor the middle of the lash first, then secure both sides. I like to look away as I'm pressing down the inner corner, allowing me to use a little more pressure to make sure that the lash is secured. Follow the same steps and apply the second lash. A reminder that this lash has been pre-cut to my eye shape, and you can measure your eyelash before you glue it on. Once again, anchor your eyelash in the center while looking down, then secure the outer edge and then the inner corner. When it's time to remove your eyelashes, you'll want to use micellar water with cotton pads. My absolute favorite micellar water is Bioderma, the pink bottle, and it's also being recommended by Elle magazine. I love to saturate a cotton pad with a lot of the micellar and allow the micellar water to do its magic while soaking it underneath. The lash will come right off. Here I'm going to take an NYX pencil and I'm just going to trace above my lips, focusing on symmetry here and creating an extra luscious pout. This is a Rouge de Armani lipstick that is sadly discontinued in the color 508. And now for the fun part, I'm using Trish McEvoy's Finish Line Transformer Magic Drops that allow you to transform any eyeshadow into an eyeliner. I'm going to be using a Danessa Myricks palette, a highlight, and I'm going to be tracing the top of my eyeliner with this highlighted liner I mixed off screen. Here I have mixed a purple eyeshadow with the Finish Line separately off screen, and I'm applying it to the tail end of this eyeshadow look. You'll notice here how easy it is to follow the path of the concealer since it was in such a sharp upward line. Continue the same step on the other eye, And now we're on to the bottom, tracing the bottom of our eye with the same mixture. And now we're on to blush. This is a Giorgio Armani blush that's discontinued, but you could use a liquid blush of any kind. This one's called Lip Magnet and was actually intended for lips and cheeks. Here I'm mixing it with some of the concealer that was left behind on my palette, giving it a little bit of a pastel feel. I love using a fan brush to distribute the blush quickly over my cheeks in an upward motion to give a lift. This is a nice pink that's going to sit on top of my skin and pop like a Sugarplum Fairy. Go ahead and layer the product to make it nice and flushed on top of the cheekbones and all the way near the eye. Then go ahead and dust some of the Studio Fix powder on top of the blush in case it disrupted any blemishes. And in the theme of the Sugarplum Fairy, I found this Wilton's Shimmering Food Powder at my local bulk store, where they carry cake supplies. There was recently this amazing trend with this glittering lip gloss that totally took the internet by storm. It was more of a liquid lipstick, but this is one way to hack it. Here I have layered it with a Chanel Limited lip gloss just for a little extra shine. And speaking of extra shine, I found these eye jewels at Claire's, and my goodness, I feel like Alicia Keys at the Grammys as soon as I apply these little glitter strips. This little bit of sparkle looks like it took hours on end to create and will add a dazzling effect from far away, catching the light in every way. Just wait and see. And here I'm using some tweezers and taking some individual rhinestones with some duo glue and placing them strategically to catch the light and elongate my eyes. You can continue to place as many individual jewels as you like. I tried to keep it symmetrical, and as the process kept along, I reached my desired amount of glitter. And this next product is one of my favorites of all time. I found it at the Toronto Eaton Centre, and I found it at a store called Kiyoki and. It's a glitter wand that distributes the most perfect stream of glitter in a very precise way, and trust me, it does not shed at all. Here I found the most glittering NYX palette that I could find, and I'm using the blush on top of the blush just to create as much shimmer as possible. After that, I'm going in with a color from the Morphe palette. It's a pink, and I'm going right in the center of the crease to create a faded ombre effect, creating interest and dimension and popping my eye color. Once my makeup is complete, I'm going to finish my eyelashes with a coat of the Lash Princess, as this will help with blending the hairs together and creating a seamless look. Now I'm going to add some finishing touches, and here I'm going in with an eyeshadow, but I'm actually using it as a highlighter. This highlighter is thebomb.com, giving strobing effects. And look at this, here she is, the Sugarplum Fairy is born, and merry holidays to everyone. Wishing you a very happy holiday and a very prosperous year to come. Tune in for more makeup in the new year. I can't wait to hear what you think about this look. Leave your comments below, and I'll see you soon. Bye!